So that was Unit 130 of Newell Apartments. We are really conveniently located next to the parking lot, so if you have your own car, that's really easy. We are also across from the PAL, which is convenient for your post office and your laundry. So everything is pretty close with where we are situated. We are also on the second floor, which means we're less likely to get bugs, but we are having a bit of an ant problems as the weather is getting warmer. But nothing too unmanageable, just a heads up that it could happen. We picked this unit mainly because we wanted to have double windows in the kitchen and in one of the bedrooms, but the layouts kind of change depending on where you select your housing. It's pretty much the same all around, it's just that sometimes the windows are placed differently. But yeah, I'm going to take you through the apartment and give you a closer look at some of the things that I wish I knew before I moved in. So hopefully you find that helpful. So this is what you see when you first come in. I would recommend, if you don't want to see all of your stuff on the shelves, maybe get a tension rod and a curtain. But we don't really mind that much. Also, if you have a lot of shoes and you can't fit them in your room, I would definitely suggest getting a rack for them. In our storage closet, it is pretty big. We have our hampers in here, and my biggest suggestion for you is buy hooks because you're going to need them no matter what. Definitely just get the hooks. Yeah, and a vacuum cleaner, please. Newell originally housed 4 people, but I believe that they are changing it over to 2-person apartments. Now, we had 2 roommates, but they are not here this semester, so we've kind of taken over their space as some more storage. But this gives you a good idea of what to expect coming in. You're going to be getting a chair, a desk, a bed, and a side table, along with an armoire. One downside to these beds is that they cannot raise, but they do have storage underneath. It goes pretty far back. It can be a little tricky though, like if you were going to place your side table next to it, it kind of disrupts the drawers. So you're gonna have to figure out a proper placement to make everything work. So this is what you would expect from your room. And then over here you have your 2 double sinks. It has a vanity with a sliding door, so you have more storage and also underneath storage. In the bathroom, obviously you have your toilet and shower, but they also provide you with a shower liner, which is really nice. If you're looking to have a mat to step out onto after the shower, you're going to have to probably buy something pretty thin. At least for our door, there's not a lot of clearance space underneath. So we have a dish towel right now, but that's called innovation. Speaking of doors, the reason why I have my coat rack on the inside of my closet is because the doors are extremely thick. They are 1 3/4 inches, so it's kind of difficult to find a coat rack that is big enough to fit over the top of the doorway. Also to know is that the apartment does not come with full-length mirrors, so if that's something that you feel like you really need, you're gonna have to purchase that. The air in the rooms tends to also run dry, so I would recommend getting a humidifier if that's something that you think will bother you. So for the living room, we decided for this type of configuration just because it leaves a lot of open space in the middle when you come in. It doesn't feel as claustrophobic as other arrangements have felt to me. We also have a TV, and they do offer cable. So if you have a coaxial cord, you can connect that to your TV, and I have it running all the way around because the plug is over here. But yeah, it's really nice to actually be able to watch TV if that's something you like to do. Also, like you can connect like an HDMI or whatever and play games or stream things. So it's really nice. But yeah, this is how we set our living room up. A benefit of this apartment is that it comes with AC and heating. If you came from a dorm or another apartment that didn't have this, you will understand how crucial this element is. I will say it is a little bit tricky. Even though you have this temperature gauge, you do not control it whatsoever. It's set by the facility to either be hot or cold. So when you move in the fall, it will be on cold and you'll be able to use everything on here, but it will not turn hot until probably November. So my suggestion is to bring warm clothes, make sure you have blankets, some fluffy socks or something, because it will be kind of chilly and you won't be able to really do anything about it. When it does go over to hot though, it's really hot. So I would say I've kept it on low for the majority of the time. I'm really happy with everything when it comes to this, just because I know what it's like not having AC at all. So this is like a lot better than what my previous situation was like. But definitely in the summer, it also, or the spring semester, I would say, it does start to get hotter, and it's still on heat right now. So we just keep it off and open the windows, and the apartment stays a comfortable temperature. Moving on to the kitchen, the unit does not come with a microwave, so you're going to have to purchase one if you're going to want one. I highly recommend, as college students with their frozen meals, definitely get a microwave if you can. The trash cans, you have 3 of them. One's trash and the other 2 are recycling. You do not get a trash bag. I believe you get one when you, like one for each when you move in, but after that you have to buy them for yourself. Onto the oven. It's definitely old. Just giving you a heads up. It also does not heat up to the mesh, like the temperature that it says. It runs hot, so it cooks your stuff faster than your recipe may call for. So definitely pull things out earlier than you expect. The stove top is electric, and it heats up pretty fast. It is a little bit difficult to clean. These do come off and like completely come apart, and this whole thing lifts up, but it is kind of, it gets dirty very quickly. So that is like another thing. Make sure if you want a clean apartment to bring a lot of cleaning supplies. But yeah, it's safe because, you know, we don't have the gas issues, and yeah, I have not had any issues with it thus far. Let me see. The fridge, so far you only got 2 people living in this apartment right now, and it fills up pretty quickly. So if you know the people you're moving in with, I would definitely talk to them and figure out what you want to do. You may end up having some broken pieces on your fridge, like this one. This was completely broken, and they don't have always parts to fix it, so I would call maintenance and see what they can do. But yeah, you have these 2 drawers at the bottom, like a normal fridge. It definitely just never feels big enough though. The counters are laminate, so they do collect crumbs pretty quickly. They just always feel like they get dirty very fast. The cabinets, again, this is 2 people living in this one apartment. I don't think it'll be an issue since there should be 2 people living here in the future. So, but yeah, all of these fit a good amount of stuff. There's also ones above the fridge. It's just they're very hard to reach. They have ones down here where we keep a lot of like drinks and just like extra plastic bags and stuff. And then you have one over here and a drawer. So it's just easy access to everything. And on top of all that, you do have these like cubbies. We used to have a lot of our food here, but because ants started coming in and during like the last couple months, we've moved all of it. So, but this is really nice because it's easy to allocate certain areas for each person who lives here. Also, you're not allowed to have a toaster, so pretend that this isn't here. Just ignore that. That you never saw that, okay? Just giving you a heads up. Also, we have, sorry, I'm jumping around, but it does have a vent and all of that. So, yeah, this is the kitchen. For my last closing remarks, I will leave you with some pros and cons. This location is a little inconvenient when it comes to buses. The closest bus stop to us is Beale, and at least for this year, only the EE is coming to this location. So if you have classes on Livy or Bush, you're going to have to walk to Lippman to get the Rex L or Rex B, which is about a 10-minute walk. It is it's definitely inconvenient. I'm going to be honest, it's inconvenient if you are a slow walker. But I feel like it does make up for that in the atmosphere that we have here. I just enjoy the quiet lifestyle. Also, there's a lot of trees. You'll hear the occasional cow moo. It's definitely different environment compared to College Ave, Livy, and Bush. So if that's something that you're interested in, a little bit more of a quiet lifestyle, then definitely this is great for you. Also, Newell is really close to the gym and to the Cook Student Center, which has a cafe now. So if you have meal swipes, it's really quick to just walk there, and the gym is right across from the Student Center. And also, the Nielsen Dining Hall is not that far away either. So if you're looking for food options, if you don't feel like cooking, which everybody has those days, definitely it's convenient in that aspect. So I feel like, in my personal opinion, the pros outweigh the cons, but some people have different opinions. But I hope that whatever you choose to live, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful semester and have a great time at Rutgers.